Hello and welcome to etcd community meeting. Today is July 13th and we have packed agenda. Unfortunately or unfortunately, it's mostly by me, but there is a lot of things I wanted to bring in. But if you have more topics, I can deprioritize my announcements, as would be great to also hear from you. First thing, I wanted for everyone to know, I hope if you got into this meeting, I hope you noticed, but we increased our frequency of the meeting, thanks to James for driving this in. There is also continued discussion about time zone. So if there are people that you think they are neglected or they cannot join the meeting because of time zone, please let us know. We can try to adjust the meeting time zone, because if we have now increased frequency, we can start shifting and we have more people interested in, we move from Meet, which I hope we are using for the last time. Sorry for not letting everyone in immediately, but we moved to Zoom. Zoom, anyone could be hosting or it will be easier for other people to host Zoom meetings, and hopefully that will give everyone a chance to talk and everyone a chance to be part of the meeting. So yeah, let us know if you want want to join or have an opinion on the time zone. The next topic, I want to welcome our new reviewer, James, great to have you and great work. Mark.
Thanks, team. Thanks. That's very cool to get that news last night, and look forward to a lot more contribution moving forward. Awesome.
Okay, and the great return of Wenja. I don't know if everyone knows Wenja from the old times, but Wenja, do you want to talk more about how?
Yeah, sure. Hello, everyone. I know a lot of faces, and then a lot of faces that it's the first time for me to see. I'm so happy that I'm back. I'm glad to start to contribute back to the open source etcd community again. I've been gone from open source community for like a little bit, but I have been continuing working on Kubernetes and etcd related topics. Internally, I've been using the new etcd features, upgrade etcd and all that stuff. So I'm happy to come back again and work with everybody. Thank you.
Yeah, great to have you. And also, I didn't write because, but we have Benjamin, which is great to have more maintainers, like record-free maintainers on the call.
Yeah. Wenja, are you going to bring more maintainer back?
Yes, let's.
So with more people on board, I wanted to, congratulate everyone, because I think, to my knowledge, this is at least how I manipulate. With some small manipulation of data, I think this is we are currently we are on the record of activity in history of the project. If I even reduce it to the core repos, which is etcd, bbolt, and raft, which were consistently. Those are repositories that were developed, or the repositories bbolt and raft were spin out of main etcd, which means we should compare this bar with this bar, and we are like consistently for last 3 quarters, we have been killing it. So yeah, great to see the growth. Thanks everyone for contributing to that. Going to the next topic, this week is the deadline for KubeCon CFP. I wanted to double check if everyone has their sessions ready and we are ready to start proposing them. I think that the proposals for KubeCon needs to be done by maintainer listed in CNCF. So it could be currently, I think, only me and Benjamin and other maintainers. I didn't think I followed up Wenja. Wenja, you should add yourself to CNCF because they don't consider our maintainers file. They consider the main maintainer on their side. So I forgot about this. I think we should add in more places, but yeah.
Yeah, I left a comment there, and Bob Killen, who's on the steering committee, basically said they are going to fast track all etcd maintainers into the Kubernetes org, which should have been done before.
Okay. Is this related to KubeCon or I'm just...
No, it's related to the fact that we can't even merge the charter because not all of the people listed there are Kubernetes org members.
Okay. Okay, so...
I think you guys are talking about two topics.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Eric was talking about KubeCon
Oh.
names, but yes, we need to add membership to Kubernetes for the SIG etcd too.
Okay.
Yeah, but in terms of the KubeCon proposal, so Wenja and James have a proposal that looks pretty good. I put down a second one that we would have as a modified proposal if we had a potential co-presenter who is somebody who worked on the ARM support. But I don't know that we have such a person right now. So
I was actually intending to roughly cover the ARM64 progress and announcement as part of the first talk. I did just want to focus the first talk mostly on the kind of alignment with Kubernetes and bringing etcd closer to Kubernetes, but we will definitely talk about it.
Okay. So yeah, so it sounds like we're going with that first text on that document, their proposal.
Yep. Yeah, I can go. I will go submit the topic today.
Yeah, but you would need to be approved on the side of...
Oh, I need to get it
Yeah.
before.
Yeah, Marek has to submit it and invite you.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right. I'll coordinate with Marek.
Yep.
So...
It took,
So
it takes like 10 minutes. It takes 10 minutes.
yeah, we have ready form. I think we just need to copy it. Bogdan?
Yeah, I also submitted. I think the deadline was June 18th. No.
That's
So that's for CFPs. That's not for maintainer tracks.
Yeah, got it. But so just for the normal ones, I submitted one for like tutorial for metrics. So I'll add it to the doc. But you know, this can be separate from the maintainer ones. So it's just just
I also submitted a talk. I don't know if it's going to be accepted, but it's about extending etcd.
Yeah. So I think there will be a lot of talks about etcd.
Well, probably not all of them will. I mean, they're only going to select a handful, I think. They can't have that many etcd talks, right?
Yeah. Okay. Going on the... James?
I was just going to quickly ask for that submission this week. What else do we need to do for Contrib Fest? Is there anything we need to kind of pull together there, or are we pretty much organized?
I think we still need to submit it, right, Josh?
Yes, we need to submit it.
Oh,
This
sorry,
is
I
done
didn't-
similar.
let me-
Yeah, so for ContribFest, do we want to do what we did last time, which is basically do help wanted issues, or did we have a specific area that we wanted to focus on? Those are the two things that would kind of affect the text of our proposal.
I don't know who drafted the thing, but we don't.
I did. I need to share with you guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so assuming that we have a Contrib Fest talk, do we want to do the booth? I think we agreed yes. So I will also send the. So I will write.
Yeah,
to
I
make
don't
sure.
think they've called for booth requests yet.
We had this discussed somewhere here.
Yeah, no, we discussed it.
But
I don't think the KubeCon.
Okay, so
Yeah, I don't
maintainer
think the
track.
KubeCon chairs have asked right yet.
Yeah, there is no project meeting. So the only things that we have available currently is maintainer track, Contrib Fest, and the video. I don't know if people still want the video, but I don't know.
What's the deadline for the video?
I think it's later. I think the time August 10th. I think I checked today that it's project update video. So we can wait.
Do one.
Okay, so let me confirm that I will. Okay, we have contributors. So I think we have or Wenja proposed to have a previous format that we select the GitHub issues. Is this okay with you, Josh? Do you want? Because I don't think we will like reinvent the wheel if it worked last time.
I was thinking, and then another thing we could add, like the beginning of the Contrib Fest is like have a code walkthrough. I don't know if how necessary is that. I don't know how. Maybe I need to understand how it goes from last time, and how many of the attendancy are like brand new or are they all coming with some experience? I don't know if that's necessary. Can we submit the Contrib Fest and decide the detailed content later?
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
we need to submit the blurb, I think. Just correct me.
Yeah,
But it can be,
yes,
it can be
like I
pretty
said,
generic.
yeah, and the only thing that would matter now, like I said, is if we wanted to focus on a specific area of etcd,
Okay.
then we would want to mention that in the blurb. But if we're not, then you know. Plus, we can also probably change the blurb later. So this looks
Yeah.
good.
Okay.
So I think we agree we'll use this blurb, but James, did you raise your hand?
I was just going to say, yeah, the generic blurb kind of gave us a lot of flexibility last time, and it seemed to work pretty well. Maybe just one change for this next iteration. If we use a specific Contrib Fest label rather than Good First Issue Help Wanted, just because a few of our, or a couple of our Good First issues that we had sort of hopefully set aside for the Contrib Fest got sort of picked up and dealt with by new contributors before the Contrib Fest even happened. So if we use a separate label, it'll just hopefully give us a few more that we can deal with. Yeah.
Mhm.
So, but this sounds like a non-blocker, but let me, I can create the label or I know, I think James, you can also try as we create labels. I think let me see.
J.A. Blair, I think.
Yeah,
I'll do it.
yeah, I didn't want to list all the, like,
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay, I think we have an agreement that we'll submit those things. If you have, I can give you the I think we can send it. Is it okay if we send it or today, or is there any changes that you still want to do? If not, let's agree that I will send the blurb for Contrib Fest and the maintaining track session proposed by Wenja and James today. Okay, going to next topic. Han, you had a lot of things discussing. I think that this is we are still discussing it with steering, but I wanted to give you an update as I didn't have chance last time. We are setting up the CGET CD. We are on just discussing the details of what rules apply and what rules will not apply. Kubernetes rules will not apply to etcd. If you didn't follow and are not sure how it will work, I wrote a document that will specify all our goals and why we are doing it and what we are not trying to achieve. So please read it if you have, and if you have any questions, let me know. But yeah, we have TLDR. We want to get a support, crucial support for etcd project that CNCF just is not yet ready to provide, or will not provide to the project because they delegate some issues to the project, and we have a lot of needs of infrastructure, releasing, security that we will, at least for now, I heard that CNCF doesn't plan to do that. Yeah, so hopefully this will.
CNCF doesn't have tools to do that. It's not a matter of wanting to do it. There literally is no infrastructure. It doesn't exist.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
Yeah, one thing I wanted to clarify here, actually, because this is the discussion that I had with you on Slack as well, is in order for us to gain the advantage of a lot of the Kubernetes tools, including repository management and automated testing, et cetera, Kubernetes as a project will own our repositories. They won't be moving namespaces. It'll still be under the etcd namespace. But
Yes.
Kubernetes as a project will need to own our repositories, which does
Yes,
mean
but-
things like the CLA will apply
Yes.
for new contributors.
Yes. So here Bob listed everything that I think you repeated, and I think it's not surprising, and it was discussed before, but it's good to have those rules. So I wanted here to exactly specify what I expect to change for contributors, and this is basically etcd, or around a year ago, I added DCO as CNCF requested for etcd project, which is that every commit needs to have a sign off, and this is DCO requirement. For Kubernetes, there is different requirements of going to CLA. They are basically the same, it's just different process. You just sign in different place. Han, do you want to get more details?
Yeah, tangent, but slightly related to all this. We should be taking attendance during our community meetings so that we can have a membership list in the org repo. And generally, this membership list is used for elections in the future. Like
Okay.
like eventually when we want to designate chairs or whatever, whoever is active ends up voting.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Will not.
Yeah.
So that would be for the SIG meetings, yeah?
Yeah, for SIG meetings like this one, yes.
Will it be separate than etcd
Yeah.
org membership?
SIG instrumentation, what we do is we look at who attends the meetings and number of contributions over the past year. And the conjunction of the two, this superset of both, ends up in our member list. And
Okay,
we have
so-
a threshold for contributions.
Okay, but this is how you select your members, yeah?
Yeah, members.
etcd has already process for selecting members. I mean, so yeah, there are different things because Kubernetes has membership as whole Kubernetes, and etcd has its own membership. But because etcd, like SIG instrumentation needs to separate Kubernetes membership from etcd membership, we can just pick the existing membership, but that's okay. I will not go. We need to figure it out. I think we will need to write it down if that's how you're just suggesting that the would be great to have start tracking it.
Yeah. We should put the LDAP too, by the way, not just the names, because the LDAP, the GitHub LDAP is kind of the important part. Oh yeah, that would be helpful. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, we'll want to socialize the fact that we'll be under the Kubernetes CLA a little bit, just so that it's not a surprise to people the first time they get a notice from the bot. Oh, by
I
the way,
saw there were a couple other things like updating the header to use the Kubernetes header and another like few little bits and pieces. So if we just have some issues coming out of the Kubernetes community issue, we can just slowly chip away at getting the PRs done. Yeah.
The funny thing is, I feel like some of the etcd files actually already says the Kubernetes authors, just because people there's some overlap, and so they have it set up in their IDE, and I'm pretty sure that there are a couple files that say the Kubernetes authors.
Yeah, maybe. I thought about it today. I mean, I wrote this and thought about today. Maybe we could take an exception, but I don't know. Like, I mean, at least talk about this.
I think one or the other is fine. I think,
Yeah.
to be honest, I don't think it really matters as long as the license is the same.
Yeah. Okay. Last thing, or is there any questions more about SIGification, or people want to bring their concerns about this?
This is Benjamin. Just one question. For the etcd commit, we need to sign off each commit. But for the Kubernetes, is CLA. My understanding, CLA is just one-time operation, right? We just sign the contract, and later on, we don't need to sign off each commit. Is that true?
Yep. It's a lot more convenient.
Yeah, but I'm not sure whether or not in the Kubernetes, if we don't sign off each commit. Yeah,
No,
can we,
Git already has your email. You don't have to have the signed off part in your Git message. That's the only difference.
so the email will be appended to each commit automatically?
And the email is appended to each. It just, the signed off part is like appended to the actual message, but metadata includes the Git committer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks.
I thought signed off was required by the CNCF organization wide.
Is it?
No, they allow you to either have DCO, which is signed off, or CLA.
Yeah, the CLA you don't have to do signed off on. Yeah.
So when you
Okay.
sign CLA, you sign it by some email, I think account or whatever, and you need to have GitHub commit or Git commits using this email. So
Okay.
because you separate sign off.
Yeah, Kubernetes may actually require the signed off.
I don't
No?
think so.
Yeah.
You sure you don't have your client set up to automatically add it?
No.
I'm pretty sure that I don't have it set up, and whenever I try to do stuff in etcd, it yells at me, and when I do stuff for Kubernetes, it does not yell at me.
Sign.
Yeah, if you look at recent commits for Kubernetes, there's a lot of commits in there that don't have the sign-off piece at the bottom,
I'm
but
pretty sure.
CLA
Yeah,
still passes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'll admit, I contribute to enough projects that require the signed off that I just put it on everything. So
Yeah, because CNCF give you a choice, and maybe people prefer a sign off. But first time I found it when contributing that CD, I was surprised how it worked. Okay, we have 2 minutes left. Maybe I will quickly, or let me just drop this topic and move it to the next one, because this is, I think, pretty doozy. And we have meeting in next 2 weeks. So are there any topics that someone wants to bring today, or can we, or say hello or anything, or we should finish?
Oh, just FYI, I have been working on a prototype that ripped out bbolt and replaced it with SQLite, and it's very fast. It's very fast. So, Yeah, I'll share it eventually. There's some snapshot issues that I need to fix, but I get random times in my data code. I don't have a ton of time always, but when I get to it, I will share it with the crew. It's pretty cool.
So yeah, that's also a doozy how to finish the meeting, but hoping to see the results. Okay, with that, let's finish for today. Yeah, thanks everyone for joining, and see you in 2 weeks.
See you in 2
Yeah.
weeks.
Bye. Bye.
Right.